Hi, we're Rustlung at the Shredder Live Lounge, and this is the UK Showcase.
So you guys have just done the Shredder Live Lounge UK Showcase. How did you find it?
Yeah, man, it's really good fun. It's the first time I've ever done a video.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a cool new experience for us.
It's a learning experience. Takes a lot to go into the video.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than I thought.
Especially when it's us.
Yeah.
So any bits that you found hard or weren't expecting?
Just the number of takes was a bit surprising that it took to get everything together.
You kind of realise there is going to be a lot of takes, but then you don't realise how many takes is a lot of takes.
Well, yeah, and you want to really go for it. You want to be like, yeah, really. And after all, like, oh, Jesus.
Take 12. Then it sort of gets on you, but all in the end.
Yeah, it felt really productive. It was fun doing something new.
So you guys have released your EP Origin. How did you find recording that? What feedback did you get about it?
It's been received really well.
Yeah, really well.
We've been selling quite a few copies, which is always good. Money! But yeah, it's had a couple of nice reviews.
This has got us a lot of attention as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's from other bands as well. The other bands have been enjoying it and inviting us to play shows with them, which is really nice.
All based on that one day here.
Yeah. One long, stressful day here.
Yeah.
That wasn't stressful, it was good fun.
It's great.
Yeah, it certainly paid off.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So how did you find recording?
Again, it was the first time I've ever been in a proper studio situation. So,
Yeah,
and
got the sounds right quite fast and just got on with it, and it was really well done. Got everything planned out.
It was easy for me because I didn't do anything.
yeah, you did everything in one take.
I just
Can't get on me.
Yeah, we nipped out for a fag. So, right, he's finished now.
bass is
What?
done.
Oh.
I'm a pro, man.
One take though.
I just have to burp into a microphone for 15 minutes and it's done.
And wrestle the cat as well.
And I just played with the cats all day. It was great fun.
Yeah, it was good fun.
So you guys are planning to go back to the studio next year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Album time.
Yeah, full album. We're just trying to write the last couple of tracks, do a bit of polishing, a bit of tweaking, so we get material we're 100% happy with, and then get back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So what changes are we going to see in the new album compared to the EP?
Broader sound, I think.
Yeah,
every song
bigger
is
sound.
sounding a little bit different now.
Yeah.
Few more interludes in like weird parts. And
Yeah.
We've been experimenting with there's a piano bass track which we've been looking at, and we're thinking of like maybe doing an acoustic-y style one.
I'm having to plug my guitar in.
no, you won't.
No. It's a lie.
It's unplugged now.
I'll actually stop playing when I'm supposed to. Okay, go. Huh? Dun, 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 dun.
So are there any other embarrassing moments or funny moments?
This interview was quite entertaining.
I think getting blinded at most shows if the lighting rigs, as you know, has been quite good. So like being so hot and sweaty that you can't see.
The Flapper show.
Yes,
Yeah, the Flapper show. It was exactly 1,003 degrees, and so after a while I just couldn't move because it was just pouring with sweat in my eyes. So I was playing the whole gig just going.
We had to perform every song with our eyes closed because it was just.
Yeah, just every song we finished, we go, thank you! Oh, God, then straight away you're having it, so the entire gig is just, all of us just going. The Winter's Edge show as well, it was us and three sort of Euro metal bands.
Female.
Yeah, to a couple of had female singers doing the operatic vocals, and
we had Pete. There you go.
What was that?
that was Winter's Edge at the Roadhouse.
2 minutes, Winter's Edge. 2 minutes.
1 minute.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You were there.
Yeah, you were there.
I can assure you.
You were in that band, you know us.
And that elderly Indian lady came up and said how much she enjoyed the set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that was weird.
And there you go. That's another great moment. Having a elderly Indian lady going, oh, she was like, couldn't understand a word you were saying, but it was really good.
But I loved everything, but then did not say a thing about the bass. She's like, but I love
Guitar,
the guitars.
awesome, drums, yep, vocals, and the
Right.
other guy.
Then she left. Bass player live.
Bass player live. That's what it is. Hashtag that. You can do it. Media.
Social media.
First world bass player problems.
So, how did you guys get into music then? How did you guys get into playing?
I remember seeing Cliff Burton play on Clifformore.
Yeah, I'll show
It
you
was a day on the green in 1985 and he played the intro to Bells, and that shred thing that I did that, and that was it for me to pick up bass about 12 years ago.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I always wanted to play, always been brought up on metal. One of my earliest clear memories is being driven home from nursery by my dad, listening to Power Slave by Iron Maiden. So I've constantly been bombarded by metal, and in my late teens I finally got a guitar, and I've been playing off and on for about the same kind of length of time as you, about 12 years.
No one in my house listened to music other than my brother, and he only listened to rap. And then rap eventually became new metal, and then it was all uphill from there. It became System of a Down, Marilyn Manson, Metallica, and then you just discover everything from there.
Yeah.
I think it was Slipknot that made me want to start playing bass. There was one Slipknot song that had a real doomy, horrible bass riff, and I started playing from there. And then started shouting into a microphone, and someone went, "That's all right." and that was me.
So people walked in, shouted, and I said, "That's the #1 record."
That man was Alan.
I started playing drums
For Jimi Hendrix.
Mitch, God, what's happening?
when I was about 4. My sister had a Def Leppard VHS, and I got a pair of chopsticks and played on the arm of the leather sofa, and I created a massive hole in it. So my parents bought me a drum kit.
You weren't doing it right.
No, probably not.
I've got an image of you now as a member of the Cantina band in Star Wars. You should superimpose that somewhere.
One of my many jobs.
Yeah.
Wank.
You shot first.
So that's what's at the front now, it's playing with his phone.
Oh.
Text from the wife.
So, how did Rustlung come to be?
I think me and Pete have been saying for years to get a band, for Rustlung, but then we both play bass, so it was quite hard to do. And then
We both come out of bands at the same time. I was in a tribute band that ended, and you guys come out of
A good covers band.
another covers band, and we all like metal, so we just thought, sorry, we might as well start something new, and we did. And
Yeah, because when you started doing vocals, that was kind of like the
yeah,
the
I wanted
launch
to
point,
I
wasn't
wanted
it?
to try something new,
we
and
could be in a band together. I was like, oh, and then because that was 2013, and we actually did our first rehearsal here.
Yeah.
It was.
when it was like a little shed.
Yeah. Look at it now.
So, yeah, we played a few shows across the year. We had an old drummer, and then he left, and we found this one in a bin somewhere. And
August last year. And
yeah, and then since then it's been non-stop, just recording and gigging and shouting and farting and Facebook abuse and drunken text messages and
Him sticking his tongue in your
then
ear.
sticking his tongue in my ear, and the list goes on and on.
So, obviously, you guys have played kind of Metal to the Masses and a few other gigs since. Are there any bands that you particularly got on with, some that you really rate and suggest? Or?
I think a band that we hit it off with was At Dawn, E-Attack. Those are
Yeah,
great guys.
Definitely
Yeah.
check those guys out.
Yeah,
Pelugian as well.
Yeah,
That's
great
it.
band.
We met them at
Pelugian,
Metal to the
yeah.
Masses there.
we played at
so
Scruffy's with them as well.
Yeah, played with Scruffy's, and fantastic what they do, but at the back of my mind I'm just thinking, you talented twat.
Young bastards.
Young bastards.
Yeah.
But no, they're really good. Check those guys out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Face of Ruin.
Yeah.
They were awesome. and recently eradicated. We didn't play with them, but
Yeah,
we certainly saw them, and they were fucking amazing.
Tower of Crows.
Towers of Crows in
Yeah,
Coventry.
good friends.
It's a really good community in the West Midlands for metal bands. We haven't really had any problems with anybody, not majorly.
No.
Really, everyone's got on, been involved in all aspects of the gig, helping each other out. So yeah, that's been really good fun.
Seems there's a scene again starting. To
Yeah, there's a real grassroots sort of thing going on at the moment.
Mm.
So as a metal band from the Midlands, what advice would you have to other bands that maybe are just starting out to break through into the scene?
Just
Take whatever we've done and do the other.
just fucking
Don't do this.
run away from it as fast as possible. Just be open, talk to people. Like just socialising with other bands at gigs has been the best thing for us. 'Cause
Yeah.
Again,
Chat to them.
it gets you more shows, and
You get to meet new people, you get to see new bands
you
as
meet
well.
promoters, and you find out about venues that you otherwise wouldn't have gone
Yeah.
to. And
Just talk to put other bands, back at your gigs. Just make friends, and that's how we've done quite well in that.
networking, that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's obvious.
That's
just
the big word of the interview.
the door. Synergy.
Oh. Productification.
The other obvious one is just practice your asses off. Because just want to, when you play live, just want to be as tight as possible and just impress. That's the thing. Get yourself out there.
Show.
Yeah, put thought into your live show. Plan out your sets. Where you're going to put your slower tracks, where you're going to have some breaks. Just try and be as polished as possible on stage.
Also,
and that'll get you a lot of good stuff.
And also, don't just use Facebook to get out there and talk and everything like that.
Yeah, word of mouth is very important.
So what would you say was the most important bit of being in a band?
I would say chicks, but it doesn't.
No.
Well, I think
Camaraderie.
it's gone even further.
I have heard about it, but
For me, playing live is my favourite part of being in the bands. Again, you get to meet new people, you get to see new bands all the time. You get to stand on stage and flash your guitar or whatnot for a...
I get to drink and shout at people.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, well,
and also play
in a live situation, not just in general.
Oh, right.
I think it's a thing because like you get to get on stage and also play with all of your mates on stage. It's the best pastime that you could ask for. Really.
Absolutely.
Getting up, having a laugh, getting a bit drunk in the process, and
Banter.
Yes,
That's what it
that's
is.
it.
Banter.
trying not to break too many things.
Sorry, Jack.
Or stick your tongue in my ear, or Dave's ear, or Mike's ear, or anyone else's ear.
Are you just destroying every mic stand you just see?
It's not my fault. They don't make
the force now.
I only have to,
Make
I only
them
have
like
to
they
think
used to.
about it, and the mic stand falls over now. It's-
I am just blows up now. It's pretty good. But that's going.
I'm usually on fire. Yeah.
Hence the
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. Skinhead.
So as a band, what's one of the best memories you've got?
I think doing metal to the masses because
Yeah.
we were asked with out of the blue to fill in for one of the heats. I think we had a week to prepare.
Yeah, it was,
And
it was a
then-
real last minute thing.
Yeah, and then we played it and actually got through to the next round. So it was a big shot in the arm.
Yeah, that gave us a huge boost because we got the email while we were rehearsing here at the Live Lounge, and we were in the control room doing the online form, weren't we? Sort of there and then straight away. It was like probably ripped the guy's arm off. Yeah, we'll play. I mean, I also went in with low expectations because we were a brand new band and we hadn't been in Birmingham very long playing, and to get through, like Dave said, it was a huge shot in the arm for us, and it got us a lot of publicity.
I was chuffed just to be in a thing like that with that name for Bloodstock. I mean, I was
Yeah.
just like, great, but if we play the heat, I'll be chuffed with that. But then to get through, and then it really launched us in, like, well, got us known to a lot of bands there and promoters.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, what would you say was one of the most embarrassing memories? The worst memories?
Was
Just
it
Mike.
Hang on, I'll get the list of.
Hold on, no. Mine is Pete at Mayday.
Peter made that note down?
Alan's-
Your
hang on.
impromptu drum participation.
fucking Jesus Christ.
Because Alan's snare stand had
It
started
was
to go. or
put on
something.
the worst possible bit of stage that ever was, and was just floating around in front of me for the whole song, and then
Yeah.
it decided to go meh.
Yeah, because we
And,
it was in the middle of punch run, wasn't it? 'Cause we had
So to fix it, they put one of those little babies trampolines underneath it, and thought that'll help.
yeah, it was all over the shop,
Fucking-
but we have the sort of instrumental bit in the middle of punch drunk.
And Pete was walking past me, so I'm
Just
sat there-
strolling past.
sat there playing away.
Song.
And I'm like, Pete, come and help me. Pete, please come and help me. He went, and then walked off stage, wet his hair, and came back on. I was like, Pete, help me, please. Please, this snare is like literally facing the crowd. And he went, oh yeah. Went and got a drumstick out of my bag and then stood next to me like hitting the snare.
Got in a jam. Me and Mike were at the front going.
Yeah, I turned around to see what's happening.
Right.
And there's sitting there going,
All I saw was you drumming and saying, "Help me!" All right, help me drum. All right, I thought that was good. You didn't
I
say,
actually
"Help
stopped
me
playing.
fix my snare, quick! It's falling
I was
over."
fucking drumming.
Well, we're Rustlung at the Shredder Live Lounge, and this is the UK Showcase. The song is called Strays.